I think that this staff will be judged on how this Jacurri situation is handled. Now, granted, when your staff doesn't choose a guy, there's no loyalty, and you're seeing that. Jacurri is not a crystal ball staff take. He's a guy that was committed to Manny Diaz, and they held him into the class, which was smart to do because it's hard to go grab a quarterback as late as they can. So now Emory's your guy. He's going out and won you a game, not just any game. He's won you a big game. So now, why would you ever play him? You know what I'm saying? And to me, if Tyler is okay, I think if you can manage Emory enough to beat Clemson, you can do the same thing against Virginia. Give Tyler another week because you're definitely going to need him on the road at North Carolina State. Sending a true freshman quarterback on the road in a wild environment is a recipe for disaster. He's home. He's comfortable. He can be managed. The crowd is going to be friendly. I think you stay. If there's any doubts about Tyler, I think you stay. You can dress him even. I think you keep him in a protection mode, and that's how I would play. But again, that's me saying that without any information of what really goes on behind the scenes. And even if I had the information, I wouldn't say it publicly because that kind of gets into sort of the inside baseball of what it is that we do. So that's my thoughts, Beast. I'm curious to see what's your thought on Jacurri because you and I don't know if you disagree necessarily, but you've definitely seen Tyler's play in Jacurri. We've had these conversations offline. So let's put it on the record. Where do you stand with these quarterbacks?
I think if Tyler's healthy and there's no risk situation as far as re-injuring or making something worse, I think he starts. But as far as Jacurri goes, I'd like to see him play. I definitely want to see him get some run because I'd like to know what I have for sure. And we did see him a little bit last year, but I'd like to see him in this offense with this offensive coordinator being coached by this coach to see what we have. I think that's a fair thing. We've seen Emory. We know Emory, if need be, can handle himself at the college level, and he did it against a top 10 defense at the time. So I've seen that. Now let me see the other guy. Let me see what he has to offer. I definitely think that should be something that we see. Whether they, give him a series, regardless, whether, Miami happens to take a lead and he gets the second half, whatever it is, whatever way they can get him involved, I'd like to see what JB has to offer. That's me on the record.
Because 7 games in, we haven't seen him at all. There's got to be something we don't know.